Hey everybody, Sean here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in Mighty number 9, grabbing the Mighty-9 achievement. This is to clear the Robot Factory stage in under 9 minutes using every single weapon power. My best advice is to start up the level and then just use all 9 powers at the start so you don't accidentally forget. So we are going just to go down the list and then kill the first few enemies using the powers. So use Mighty number 1's weapon, Mighty number 2's weapon, then Mighty number 3's weapon. Then you should take out these first guys using Mighty number 4 and 5's weapon. Once you get to the second room, we are going to use Mighty number 6's weapon right here, and then we are going to use Mighty number 7's weapon, and then finally Mighty number 8. So now that we got all of the weapon uses out of the way, we can just focus on speedrunning. So quickly take out the rest of the room. Mighty number 8's weapon's pretty good for that since you can use a ricochet shot to take out everyone. And then you want to switch to Mighty number 5's weapon once you get to the next room. Plant a bomb there, detonate it to stun the enemy, and then pop one on the button, dash back, and then detonate it once you get up here to open up the door. Drop down, switch to Mighty number 6, then you want to start using the helicopter blade, jump onto a box, and then jump up here, grab the ledge, jump and dash, jump onto this box. Then another Mighty number 6 jump up here. You want to switch to Mighty number 5's weapon, plant a bomb on that button, jump up here, jump past the enemy, and then detonate it to get to the next room. Make sure you grab these health ups to fill up your weapons. Then you want to use Mighty number 6's weapon. This is probably the hardest part of the run. You want to steer yourself through this maze of insta-death, but once you get to the end, just dash across and then starts the first mini-boss fight. Switch back to 7, and then what you want to do is you just want to jump and slash this eyeball while occasionally turning around to kill and absorb the enemies that drop out of these tube things. You can take this time to build up your Zell Absorb and your combos so you can get power-ups such as the E-Tanks or whatever you need to get past. Remember what colors go to which power-ups, so you just want to focus on the bluish purple guys in order to get your E-Tanks, which will help out later on with the other mini bosses and the crescendo parts.
That's more like it. All right. That's more like it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
As you can see, Mighty number 7's weapon is completely OP in this game, so you can just knock the first boss out of the way and then move on to the next platforming bit. So, once you get here, you want to make sure you use Mighty number 5's weapon to kill these guys ahead of time. So, just use this to take out the fire guys. Careful when going up, don't jump when you grab the ledge or else you will hit the second fire guy. And make sure you take out the satellites from below. So, just take your time, make sure you use the Zell Absorb if you need to, and then just slowly make your way up. This last one you cannot hit with the bombs, so make sure you just take out the satellite guys using the bombs, then switch to Mighty number 8's weapon, and then use the ricochet shot to take out the last fire dude, and then just platform all the way up. You'll notice a button here. You need to use Mighty number 8's weapon to hit this, so be very careful not to miss because this thing is pretty limited on ammo. Obviously, if you run out of ammo, you have to wait a bit, but all you have to do is just use a well-timed shot, shoot it through the gap, it should ricochet, and then hit the button, and then we can move on to the second mini-boss, who is going to be a stronger version of the Stage 1 boss. As always, just use Mighty number 7's weapon and just literally shred his life bar apart and dash into him when you can. And you want to try to be pretty quick about this because he should latch onto the ceiling, which means he's a little hard to hit. But once again, Mighty number 7's weapon does the trick. And once he goes down, we can move on to the next platforming bit. So this one you want to be a little bit careful. You want to first start off by using Mighty number 6's weapon. Use the elevated jump to hit that button, and then quickly switch to 5 and then jump onto the platform. Make sure you shoot the gorilla guys from as far back as possible because if they shoot you or if you touch them, you'll get knocked back and then fall into the pit of insta-death. But lucky for you, there's only 2 gorillas to deal with. Make sure you shoot a bomb and hit these 4 buttons, then quickly drop through this gap. Those buttons are timed, so you want to be quick on that. Switch back to Mighty number 7's weapon to start the next crescendo part. I actually recommend Zell absorbing the little guys whenever you can because they are blue Zell absorbs and they should give you some E-tanks if you build up enough of a combo, so make sure you do that. If you're running low on health or you don't want to bother fighting or Zell absorbing them, you can just stand in the corner and let them come to you. Whatever the case, we are on kind of a time crunch with that 9 minutes, so whatever strategy you want to employ based on your current health standings or what power-ups you want. So just get through this the best you can. It should take a few minutes, but try not to let the background distract you and just try to focus on finding where the enemies are and just keep using Mighty Number 7's weapon. You should be pretty much untouchable. Just keep moving back and forth and slash the place up. Then you got to the next part, which are the regen robots. I also recommend Zell absorbing these guys because they will also give you E-tanks if you can build up a combo. Don't get too hung up on them because I believe they're infinitely spawning. So just try to Zell absorb them and then jump up whenever there's a clearing and just make your way to the next part. Slide under this and then get ready for the final boss. You want to have Mighty Number 7's weapon ready, and as soon as the boss fight starts, dash towards him and start jumping and slashing towards its eye. Once it shoots off its fist, which one do you want to hug the left wall, switch to Mighty Number 4's weapon, jump over the horizontal fist, and then ram it from behind using Mighty Number 4's weapon. Then switch back to 7, and then go back to our jumping and slashing strategy. Once you take out the bulldozer thing, its skeleton will appear, jump on that, and start slashing this eye. If you get the placement right, you can actually take out about half of its health in this first go about. So just make sure you use Mighty Number 7's weapon and just slash the heck out of this thing. Once it starts to put the bulldozer back down, you want to quickly dash away and get ready for whatever attack is coming up next. Once again, if it puts the fist in the air and shoots them off, make sure you use Mighty Number 4's weapon to ram into it. If it uses the missile barrage, you want to use Mighty Number 7's weapon to slash the missiles preemptively. And then between attacks, you just want to keep jumping and slashing away. So as you can see right here, we are going to get 2 of the fists. Remember to use Mighty Number 4's weapon to shorten the attack length, and then just go back to 7 and keep slashing. And then we are going to Zell absorb and then get back to attacking the main boss. So as you can see, if you can get a good rhythm of slashes going, you can just drain this dude's health bar like nothing. So you should be able to get it done in 3, maybe 2 if you can get the timing right. But always remember you have a short period between the last slash and when it puts the next bulldozer up to get a few more hits in. With the missile attack, what you want to do is you want to start hugging the left wall and make sure you face this way and start slashing. When it goes to the third phase, you want to just run and slash. And then for the fourth phase, go back to the corner, face right, and just keep slashing. And you can pretty much absorb all the missiles with your sword like this. And after each attack, make sure you get ready to start slashing. So just are going to jump right here, keep jumping and slashing. Make sure you drain this dude's health bar, and then get ready for the next attack. He's going to pop the missile back up, so we're going to switch over to 4's weapon, ram him from behind, and then get back to slashing. Then once we get this dude's health bar down, absorb him, and then make sure you do the last couple of hits. Hopefully you can get this fight done fast enough. I was able to do the stage in about 8 minutes, dying about 2 times or so, but that should be under 9. And there's the achievement, 15 gamer score, and that's all there is to it.